Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Student Corner. And my name is Fadel and
And I'm Dimas. Today we are going digging to something that doesn't slow up on your transcript but affect everything mental health in college.
okay, Dimas, be honest. How many times have you felt completely overwhelmed in this semester?
Oh man, at least 5 times and it's only week 6.
Oh, see, that's exactly why we're talking about this. It's trending because it's real. Everyone feels it, but no one wants to say it out loud.
So today we're saying it out loud. Well, share our own struggle, what actually help, and when to ask for professional help.
Okay, okay, let's get into it.
Okay, follow. Let me ask you something personal. What does overwhelmed actually feel like for you?
Okay, it's like my brain has 20 tabs open and all of them are playing loud music. I can't focus on one thing. I procrastinate, then panic, then hate myself for pros- procrastinating.
Wow, wow, that's so accurate for me. It's basically my shoulder get tight, sleep, and I start snapping at my friend for no reason.
Okay. Have you ever cried over something small, like spilling coffee or losing a USB drive?
Mm, oh yeah, last month I cried because my printer ran out of ink. Not even joking.
Oh, that's not silly. That's burnout. When you're ready, running on empty, one tiny thing breaks you.
And social media makes it worse, right? You see people posting their productive morning routine at 5 a.m. and you feel like a failure.
Hmm. Exactly. Comparison is the thief of joy. But here's the thing, nobody posts their breakdown at 2 a.m. Nobody posts the assignment they submit later.
So we were comparing our behind the scene with everyone else highlight reel.
Perfect way to put it. And then there's academic pressure, parents, scholarship, future jobs. It feels like one bad grade ruins everything.
But does it really? I got it in calculus one. I'm still live.
Oh, true. But in the moment, it feels the end of the world.
If so many students struggle, why don't we ask for help?
Mm, Stigma, mostly, especially for guys, we're taught to man up and handle it alone.
Yeah, I remember think I go to counseling. People will think I'm crazy.
Mm, right? Or we? Or that I can't handle college.
But that's not true at all. Going to counseling is like going to the gym but for your mind.
Mm, I love the analogy. Also, some students don't ask for help because they don't even realize they're struggling. They think feeling tired and sad all the time is normal.
It's not there is the difference between exam week stress and it feel empty for 3 months.
Hmm. Let's make that clear. Temporary stress is normal, but if you lost interest in things you used to love, like gaming, music, hanging out, that's a red flag.
Of if for of if you grade drop suddenly or you're stopping class at all.
Or using alcohol or weed just to feel okay, that is not good and haram.
Hmm.
Gue habis nonton film Homefront yang seru banget ya. Homefront.
Those are
Jadi kayak ya, anak sama bapak, tapi kayak seru banget. Kayak lu pernah lihat kan? Klip itu anaknya dibully. Tapi
Those are saying that you need more than a nap. You need to talk to someone.
nah banget loh. Deg-degan
Okay.
pemerannya. Lu kayak tahu pemerannya.
let's get practical. What are small things that actually help?
Number one for me, the 5 minute rule. If I want to study, I say just 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I can stop, but usually I keep going.
That works because starting is the hardest part.
Exactly. Number two, I stop studying in my bedroom. My brain associating my bed with Netflix too, not textbook.
Oh, so you go to library or a cafe?
Yeah, even the campus hallway walk was homework that say walk mode.
Hmm. For me, the biggest help was scheduling rest. I literally put the nothing in my Google Calendar, and because it's scheduled, I don't feel guilty.
That's brilliant. I'm telling that.
Hmm. Please do. Also, also I start saying no last semester. Okay. Please do. Also, I start saying no. Last semester, I joined 5 clubs. Now, I'm in 2.
Learning to say no is a superpower. What about exercise? I know it sounds clutch.
It's clutch because it works. Even a 10-minute walk outside change my mood. Sunlight and fresh air are underrated.
And sleep, we both used to sleep 4 hours, not I am for 7. How different.
Huge. Oh,
Huge.
and one more thing, lower your expectation. Getting a B plus or A is not failure. Turning in something good enough is better than turning in nothing.
Perfectionism is the animal of the
Uh, exactly.
exactly. But mm, when small tips aren't enough, we must eh, but real but let's be real. Sometimes small tips aren't enough. How do you know when to see a professional?
Oh, if you felt sad, empty, or hopeless for more than 2 weeks, that's a sign.
Oh, or if you can get out of bed, or if you will stop eating over it.
And definitely, if you think about hurting yourself, that's an emergency.
View about panic attack, I used to get them before presentation.
Professional panic attacks are common, but if they happen weekly or you start avoiding class because of them, that's when therapy helps.
I actually went to come to counseling once, want to hear about it.
Yes, please, Hans.
Okay, I walked in nervous. The counselor just asked, "What's been on your mind?" And I talked for 45 minutes straight. She didn't judge, didn't interrupt.
How did you feel after?
Like someone had opened a window in staff room. I wasn't magically cured, but I feel lighter.
Okay, that's beautiful. And must campus offer it for free?
Exactly. So there really no excuse except fear, and fear is not a good reason to suffer alone.
Uh, you know what will help break the stigma if we just talk if we just talk about this stuff openly, like we're doing right now.
Yes, imagine if a professor started class by saying it's okay if you're struggling here or research, or if student club had met.
Or if student clubs had mental health check-ins before meetings.
Small change, but they matter.
And as parents, we can help too. Instead of saying you'll be fine, say that sounds hard. Do you want to talk or just distract yourself?
That's cool. Also, don't try to fix everything. Sometimes people just want to be here.
Okay, right. And if you're the one struggling, tell one person, just one, a roommate, a sibling, and classmate.
You don't have to solve everything alone. Asking for help is not weakness, it's actually brave.
Let's say that one more time for everyone listening. Asking for help is brave. Wait, Dimas. Before we actually end, what if we answer some questions that listener might have in their heads?
Great idea. I love that. Okay, let me imagine a listener named Annie asks if tried your tips, but I still feel anxious. Does that mean I failed?
Okay, Annie, you did not fail. You did not fail. The tips aren't magic pills. Sometimes your brain just needs more time. If you've tried but still feel anxious, that's actually a sign that you might need professional help, not a sign of weakness.
Agree. I don't compare your progress to other. Maybe your friend feel better either one walk, but you need therapy, and that's perfectly time.
Another imaginary question. Let's say Budi asks, I want to see a counselor, but I'm scared my parents will find out. What should I do?
Pretty. First of all, good for you for wanting help. That takes courage. Second, most campus counseling services are completely confidential. Your parent won't. no useless. You tell them.
And if you're worried about money, most universities offer free sessions. Some even have 24 or 7 hotlines.
Exactly for fear of judgment. That's the only thing stop you. And honestly, your mental health is worth more than other people option. Opposite.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
Your mental is worth more than other people opinions.
Okay. We heard you.
Let's make this even more real, Pablo. Let's pretend it I'm your friend who's struggling. You're notice even been quiet for weeks. What do you actually say to me?
Okay. Call play time. Hey Dimas, I've noticed you haven't been yourself lately. You don't have to tell me everything, but I'm here. Want to grab coffee and just sit?
That's perfect. You didn't pressure me. You didn't say cheer up. You offered presence.
Okay. Exactly. Now your turn. Pretend I'm one struggling. What do you say?
Okay, Paula, I'm not going to pretend understand exactly what you're going through, but I'm not going anywhere. And if you want to talk or just sit in silence, I'm your guy.
Okay, wow. That's actually beautiful. The sit in silence part is huge. Sometimes words are too hard.
Right. And here's something people forget for you don't have to pick your friend, just being there enough.
Can I add one more tip? Never say other people have it worse. That's the worst thing you can say.
Oh, absolutely. Pain isn't a competition. Someone drawing in 2 meters of water is still drawing.
That's powerful analogy. I'm going to remember that.
Let's see if little Minnie doesn't say, I know I need to make care of my mental health, but I don't know where to start.
Great point. So let's build a simple daily routine together, Dimas. Give me one thing you do every morning. Every morning.
Morning. I don't check my phone for the first 5 minutes. No Instagram, no email, just water, state, breathe.
That's a solid start for me. I write down 3 things I am grateful for. Sounds cheesy, but it works. Even small things like sleep okay, off or the sun is out.
What about during the day, between classes?
Oh jadi hijau maca gitu apa
I
bedanya?
take 5 minute reset. I close my eyes, breathe slowly, inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4. Lowers my heart rate.
I do something similar, but I call it the phone down moment. I just put my phone face down and look out the window for 2 minutes.
Okay, simple but effective. Now, evening routine.
Mau balik dulu kan? Udah mau mandi.
I stopped studying by 3 p.m. After that, no textbook, just music, a show, or calling friend.
Okay, discipline is freedom, right? So control your schedule before it controls you.
Exactly, and one more thing. I plan my work time somewhere, but I schedule 10 minutes at 7 p.m. To overthink after that. No more worrying allowed until tomorrow.
Be straight, dog.
That's actually genius. Your brain learns that worries have a time.
Kita ini kok feel free kok.
You know what else have small human honor? Like what?
Like saying hi to stranger on campus, or asking the cashier how the day is, or sending a meme to a friend.
That's your underrated loneliness. A huge part of mental health struggle and college can be really lonely even in a crowd.
Yes, so those tiny connections remind you that you exist, that you matter.
I once had really dark week. The thing that happened, a classmate I barely knew said, "Hey, I missed you yesterday. You okay?"
And how did that feel?
I like someone saw me, not graded now. My max just almost cried in the hallway.
See, that's the power of one sentence. You don't need to be a therapist to help someone. You just need to notice.
So, to everyone listening, if you see someone sitting alone, just sitting next to them, you don't even have to talk.
That's the kind of what we want to boil. What we're struggling is shameful. Asking for help is
Okay, Fadil, we're back for a long time. Let's wrap this up powerfully.
Agreed. Let me say something gently to listener. If you're listening to this and you're really struggling right now, please don't give up. I know it feels heavy. I know some days you don't even want to get out of bed. But you are not alone. You are not broken. And you are worth fighting for.
And if you can fight for yourself right now, then let us fight for you. Let a friend fight for you. Let a counselor fight for you.
Okay,
Fight
one
for
more
you.
time for everyone. Your mental health matters more than any grade, any job, any scholarship, any person's opinion.
Take up the breaks and the tech, go to the counseling center, sleep early, and try it to need it too.
And if today was hard, that's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. New day.
Thank you for spending the last time uh, 5 minutes with us. If this helped even one person, then this podcast wasn't worth it. Share this episode with someone who might be surfing in silence. You never know. This is Dimas.
And this is Fadel from the Student Corner.
But the tag of your mind. Bye, bye everyone.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.